guys, thanks for joining me. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're returning to my channel, thank you so much for all of your continued love and support. And let's get right into the video. Today, I am going to be using this new brush set by Sonia Kashuk. I got this from Target. This was actually an anniversary gift from my husband. He sees me looking at the Sonia Kashuk brushes all the time whenever we go to Target, and he finally decided to pick these up for me. And they're this really pretty like rose gold color, which I absolutely love. It comes in this really pretty like little clear bag. It's perfect for travel. You get 10 brushes with the set. On the back it tells you what each brush is for. I'm actually going to take all of these brushes out of their little plastic packaging and then spray them with some disinfectant like brush cleaner, and then we will get into the makeup. I'm going to use as many of these as I can, and again, I absolutely love the color, the rose gold and like the kind of pale pink bristles. Now, I've only used like Shop Miss A brushes or Wet n Wild brushes, or usually I'll buy like those big sets of makeup brushes from Walmart around the holidays. So this is like my actual first set of like nice brushes, makeup brushes. This 10-piece set, it said it was like $40, but when we went to the register, it must have been on sale because it only rang up as $34. So it's for $34, you get the 10 brushes. So you have all of your face brushes, and you also have everything you need for your eyes as well. And these brushes feel so soft. These are nicer than any brush that I own. A lot of my makeup brushes that I get from like Walmart have this issue where they kind of like pull and separate. And that's really annoying when that happens. But these right here, they feel very sturdy. Like I don't think I'm gonna have an issue with that with these. So I'm very curious to see how the quality is with these brushes, because normally I wouldn't spend like $34 on makeup brushes, but the quality of the brushes might actually make it worth the extra money if they don't fall apart and they actually work well. I already primed my face, so I'm gonna start with this, it looks like a double-sided brow brush. I'm gonna use this Wonder Brow Pomade from Shop Miss A. I'm just gonna go in with this I'm gonna go in with the angled brush. I liked how this was pretty long of a brush compared to my usual one. I feel like it was a little bit quicker to get my brows done with this one. And I do like how the spoolie's already connected instead of me having to use these two brushes. It's nice that I can just grab this one and get my brows done with less tools. I am going to get some concealer and clean up my brows and prime my eyelids, and then we'll get into eyeshadow. So I went ahead and primed my eyelids with this NYX eyeshadow base. Today I'm going to use my Zodiac Love Signs palette. Now this is the part with the brushes that I'm not really sure about because you see it kind of goes in this order right here. So this one right here, this brush is considered a crease brush. So I don't think I'm going to use a brush this size in my crease. This smaller one is considered a highlighter brush. This is what it looks like. I think I'm going to use this in my crease instead, just because I feel like I want it to be more precise, because I don't really have very large eyes. So I'm going to use this highlighting brush. I'm going to go in with this color right here. I'm just going to take this brush and use this little shadow switching sponge, just so I can kind of remove the color and go in with a different one. So I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I really like this crease brush. I think it was like the perfect size for my eye shape. I'm gonna go in next with this one right here. It's more like at an angle. Maybe I'll go in with this one right here, just on kind of like the outer edge of my eye. I liked the way this brush kind of fit in that outer part. So I just got a little bit of like a darker brown, and I'm just gonna apply that. Alright, so I finished my eyes. I don't know if you can really tell in this lighting, but I just put a little bit of shimmer on. It's kind of a more natural look today. I'm not really going anywhere, so I just kind of used more neutral colors. I really did like the way both of these brushes worked. I only needed the two. I don't really use a whole lot of brushes to do my eyeshadow, so I really enjoyed the way these two worked. This one right here with more of the angle, I really liked how precise it was with getting into like that outer edge. So I really like these two so far compared to my other brushes. So next I'm gonna go in with foundation. And normally I use a sponge to apply my foundation, but since the set came with this foundation brush, it's like a buffing brush, I'm gonna try this one out. I'm gonna use my AOA Studio foundation, and I already primed my skin. Normally I like to spray my foundation brushes before I apply the product, just so they're not completely dry. So I'm just gonna spray the brush with this hydrating facial mist from Bolero. It's the watermelon and aloe. I did my concealer and my powder for under my eyes with just my sponge because I wanted to save this powder brush for bronzer. But this foundation brush worked so well. I normally don't like to use foundation brushes. I like to use my sponge, but this brush was so soft, and it just distributed all the products so evenly, and it just blended seamlessly. I really enjoyed this foundation brush. I might start using this instead of my sponge. So now I'm gonna go in with the bronzer. I'm just gonna use this bronzer from Shop Miss A, and I'm gonna use the big powder brush. I like big brushes like this for bronzer. Brush, I do like it. It does work very well. It's very soft, and it does kind of spread the product out really evenly. But I have a lot of other brushes that aren't like an expensive brand that I do feel work just as well as this one. But I mean, it's not a bad brush by any means. It does work really well. Next, I'm gonna go in with this blush brush. And I'm just gonna use this BH Cosmetics Neutrals palette. And I'm gonna use this blush right here. Now this brush for blush, I do feel like it was a little, I mean, not that it's like hard or anything, but it is a little more like, the bristles are more compact. I kind of like more of like this, like more of a looser kind of feeling, if that makes sense, when I'm putting on my blush, because I like my blush to look very natural. I think I'm going to use this brush for like contour or bronzer, or to kind of blend in my contour, because that's what I think I would like this brush better for. All in all, this isn't a bad brush. I just feel like I'm going to use it for something other than blush next time. Now I'm going to go in with highlight. I'm just going to use this Wet n Wild Mega Glow like Zodiac highlighter, and I'm going to use the fan brush. I do like the way this applied my highlight. I think it came out really nice. So I don't know if I'm going to continue to use this. I might try using this one instead for a highlighter brush, but either way, this worked really well. So the last brush that I'm going to use out of this set is this Smudger Brush. So I'm going to use this under my eye to apply some like darker shadow, and I'm going to take this brown right here and apply it under my eye. So this brush worked really well under my eyes. I like that it got really close to my lash line without actually getting powder in my eye. So this worked really well. I am going to finish up with lipstick and mascara and eyeliner, and then I will give you my final thoughts. Here is the completed look. I really loved the way my makeup came out today. This brush right here, the foundation brush, was definitely the star of the show. I don't have any foundation brush that works as well as this one in my collection, so I'm really excited to have this. Now for the rest of the brushes that I used, all of them worked well. The blush brush, I don't know if I'll use it again for blush, but I'll definitely use it. It was a good blending brush, I feel, for me anyway. And then I really liked this brush. I liked how they came, both the spoolie and the angled brush come on one. It's more convenient. The eyeshadow brushes, they worked very well, along with the smudger brush. These Too Faced brushes worked really well for me too. Nothing was bad. The only thing I'll say about all of these brushes is that I do feel like I have more affordable brushes in my collection from like Shop Miss A that work just as well as these. The only thing is I feel over time I find myself replacing makeup brushes more frequently. I do feel like a lot of the times like the little bristles will come off of these brushes. This annoying thing happens right away. So I do feel like these are a better investment if you're someone like me who wears makeup every single day to work. So I get quite a bit of use out of my brushes. So I think investing in a nice set like this is more beneficial for someone like me because I won't have to replace these brushes as frequently as I do my more affordable brushes, if that makes any sense. So all in all, I give the Sonia Kashuk brushes a big thumbs up. I really, really enjoyed these, especially this foundation brush. This is a game changer for me. But thank you guys so much if you made it to the end of this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.